John Donne is an English metaphysical poet who lived between the years 1572 and 1631 AD. John Donne mainly wrote poems about love and religion as they greatly applied to his life. As a metaphysical poet, he specialised in the use of conceits, wit, paradoxes and contradictions. One of Donne's religious poems is called Holy Sonnet 7, At Round Earths and Magic Corners. In this poem, Donne writes about salvation and redemption, but hides this meaning amongst his talk about the apocalypse. In the poem, Donne talks about how he needs God to save him and salvage his soul. This shows us what Donne thought about himself. Donne conveys these things in the poem through a combination of paradoxes and contradictions. The poem uses paradoxes in a way which is common to metaphysical poets. Donne uses them to explain the enormity of sins by saying numberless infinities. This is a paradox as an infinity is already a numberless number. This represents mainly all the dead people in the world on the Day of Judgment, but Donne also connects it to the idea that he will then be late to be able to gain salvation from God, which means that ultimately he will be unable to go to heaven. This is what really concerns Donne, and that is what he is trying to convey in the poem. This is then followed by a contradiction which Donne uses to symbolise how badly he wants to be redeemed. Let them sleep. By this, Donne means that he needs God to go against his almighty plan to save one's soul, his. This means that Donne believes that he's committed so many sins that he needs more time than the world can offer him in order to be forgiven. Ultimately, John Donne creates a personal poem about his inner battle with sin and conveys this through paradoxes and contradictions about salvation and redemption.